From Playboy to the penitentiary. Talk about hitting rock bottom. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a 51-year-old woman by the name of Patricia Cornwall, who got into a little spat, no pun intended, and you'll understand why in a moment. She got into a little spat on a Delta flight where she wound up spitting on an 80-year-old man for not wearing his mask. Now, here's a question that you may have. Hey, ABL, how is this quote-unquote mask Karen spitting on a guy for not wearing his mask? Shouldn't she have on her mask? How does the spit get through a mask? Great question. Glad you asked. Now, before we get into it, let's back up. Now, what happened was, I guess she was trying to go somewhere, maybe back to her seat from the bathroom or to the bathroom. She was trying to go somewhere on the plane as it's in the sky. And they were doing the snack tray thing. You understand? So when you got that tray in the aisle, you can't get past it. So either you got to sit back down, go into an empty seat, and just wait for them to pass. So she's just waiting for them to pass, and she notices the man without his mask on. They get into an argument, and that's where the whole thing kind of played out. Now, let's watch this clip first, and then we're going to see some of the old glory days of Miss Cornwall that are a long time past her. She's way far beyond her prime here. But here's the video, and of course, I got to censor it, because there's a whole lot of cussing and fussing and carrying on. And if you want to see this full clip without my commentary, the link will be in the description box below. But let's check it out.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
You're
put your mask on. Who invited you to come
I'm eating, and I can
drink your ass up? Don't you dare talk to me like.
So he's saying, like, I'm eating, like, I'm just sitting here eating. I can have my mask off. Now, understand, already her mask is totally off. So why attack him for not wearing this mask when your mask ain't on? Shouldn't your mask be on? I mean, these people are so crazy. I think legitimately they've been driven crazy by the media and politicians, stoking so much fear they can't even see what they're actually doing and how it doesn't make any sense at all.
Like that.
God damn it.
You stand your up. Stand your ass up. Stand your ass up.
Sit down, Karen.
Karen?
You're a goddamn Karen.
No.
Sit down.
Sir.
Sit down, Karen.
Sit down.
No, you're the
Oh, no, you're the.
You know, look, you know what? If this is me, I ain't even really going to do all this. He's 80 years old. He's not going to be able to get up. But if it's me, I'm going to stand up and just posture myself like this. I'm going to say a word. You know, that's it. First, I'm going to just ignore you. But if you keep screaming on me, I'm going to stand up and just posture myself like that. I mean, it works for me because I'm a pretty big guy. I'm like 6'3", 200 plus pounds. So I don't have issues like this. But to try and talk and do all that is kind of like egging it on. So it's like it serves no purpose, in my humble opinion.
I want the police to meet you on the ground.
What about him?
Mask up now.
Mask up.
Put your mask
Mask up. Tell him to mask up.
So she's telling him to pull his mask up. Well, you see where her mask is at. She has a whole football chin strap for a mask. Her nose, mouth, all of that is completely out of the mask. Her chin is not even covered. She's got the bottom of her chin, like her neck, chin, Adam's apple region. She got that covered up by the mask while telling him to pull his mask up. How about you pull your mask up first, lady?
Tell him
You
to
got
mask
your
up.
mask down.
Sir, stop it again.
See, now you didn't touch me. See now we're in a whole different situation. Okay. And by the way, just to kind of skip ahead a little bit before we finish, she has been arrested by the federales. They got her because you can't do stuff like this on the airplane.
Now you're going to jail. That's assault. You're going to jail. As soon as we get in Atlanta, you're going to jail. Karen. Now you spit on me. Now you're double going to jail.
Piece of
Sit down, Karen. Sit down, Karen. Sit down, fucking Karen. Look, she punched me.
Put your mask on. Tell him to put his mask on. Put your mask
Punched
on.
me. She scratched my face. I want her to fuck
Put
out.
your mask on. Put your mask
Put
on.
yours on.
I will put my mask on. I will put my mask on.
Now here come, man. Here come. See, like, you see the guy right there that's coming up behind her with the black shirt on and the blue mask. That'd be kind of how I would be. Just my physical stature and all of that in the whole situation. Now I don't know who he is. He might be some kind of agent or something, because sometimes you do have undercover agents on these planes. But I don't know if he would have taken that long to react if he were an agent. Probably just a regular passenger, just tired of the nonsense that's going on right there.
When you put your mask on. Thank you.
And it's over. That's that quick.
She went crazy on the airplane. Punched this man in the face, spit on him, scratched him, pour hot water on my leg.
Oh boy, oh boy. So there you have it. The quote unquote mask Karen did get arrested by the federales, by the FBI, because you on the plane doing something like that. You hit the man, you spit on the man. That's assault right there. So I mean, it's on video. He did not hit her. She's going to jail or to the penitentiary, something. And if she doesn't, then you already know that's that female privilege, right? You can slap a man, spit on him when he didn't do anything to you. He's just sitting there minding his own business. You know, you're talking about the mask thing. You didn't have your mask on either. So, nah, she needs to go to the penitentiary. It needs to be for a long time. You know what? I propose this. If anyone tries to fight on an airplane or on the airport, they go to the penitentiary. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight there, making big rocks to little rocks. Because, you know, the reason why the TSA were created is because of 9/11, because of the threat of terrorism. So if you're fighting on a tarmac or in the airport or in the cabin of the plane, now you got to go. You got to go, because this cannot be your trend to strike people and spit on them and stuff like it. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your fluids to yourself. Mind your own business. If I'm not wearing the mask, okay, that's fine. So what? So what? You don't worry about that. You mind your own business. And because I have pictures here of her, how she used to look or whatever. They serve alcohol on the airplane. They probably shouldn't do that, because I feel like she might have been drunk or on some drugs. You got a drug problem already in the United States, and then you combine that with serving alcohol on the airplane. It's all bad. It's completely terrible. I'm not trying to have nobody getting into no fight thousands of feet up in the sky. That's just not really comfortable for me. But you see her right there. Remember that. Tell him to mask up. This is the perfect capture of the video. Tell him to mask up while she has no mask on, right? So is this the future of these girls that are out here trying to become famous in Hollywood and trying to do all this internet kind of, trying to be Instagram models? Is this their future? This is her right here as a Raiders cheerleader. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's her right there as a Raiders cheerleader. Back in the glory days. This might have been in the 80s or something like that. The hair is kind of like Dolly Parton-esque, and that's her now. A fall from grace, right? And then that's her again as a Raiderette. Very nice. Not so nice anymore. I mean, I wonder how many cats she has in the house. You talking about you go from being a cheerleader to a cat farmer. That's a crazy career switch right there if I ever seen one. What I say? I ain't even, what? You know what? I kind of skimmed this article a little bit before I started recording. I skimmed it a little bit, but I didn't see the cat. How many of these cats does she have? Okay. Have you ever seen, there's an episode of The Simpsons where they say the origin of the crazy cat lady. I might try to link that in the box, but I feel like this is, kind of along those same lines. Okay. That's her again in Baywatch, and it's like Grand Canyon or something like that. So yeah. Hey, life might have been good for you in the 80s and 90s, having a lot of fun out there in Hollywood, going to all the parties, doing drugs or whatever. But, real life is caught up with you. You can't be on no plane, hitting no men in the face because of the whole mask thing. And really, it's not even the mask, because obviously she wasn't wearing a mask either. She was having some kind of traumatic episode, some type of just freak out. Okay. Cat farmers sometimes get a little crazy like that. And again, she's going to the penitentiary, and rightfully so. You striking a man. Look, you touch me on the airplane, like you're going to jail. Don't touch me. Don't spit on me. I'm minding my business. I'm eating my food. I'm drinking my little water. I got my them little cookies they give you on Delta. You know, and I fly in and out of Atlanta a lot. I always go to ATL when I fly. So I've not had that kind of experience, and I don't want to have it ever. But again, I wouldn't even, if I was the man, I wouldn't say a word. I give her the blank stare. Now, if you touch me, I feel like all bets are off, though. If I'm out of my business and you touch me, then, I mean, what am I to do? You're not just going to sit there and hit me about 45 times in the face or hock a loogie on me. I don't know what kind of viruses you got. I'm not trying to have your cooties get all on my skin. That's not how we're going to do things in this year, 2021, or in 2022, or in a year beyond that. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who thinks they can just do whatever they want to people without any kind of consequence. You need to go to the penitentiary. You need to go away because you're not operating properly in society. Okay, you're not doing right. If I'm minding my business, ain't nothing to you. You mind your business and just do whatever you want. If I'm not wearing my mask, so what? So what? That's not your decision. That's not your responsibility to try and correct me on that. Keep your mouth shut, keep your hands to yourself, and go about your day. Lay off the weed, lay off the drugs, lay off the liquor, and get yourself back right. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about the cat farmer? I mean, the former cheerleader, what's her name? Cornwall? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at with it. I think that this kind of behavior has become a pattern on airplanes and in airports. Race is not even a thing. You see black folks, white folks, people that don't speak no English. You see a little bit of everything on the airplane. And I think that it's because of the cheap airfares. You know, you can get on the plane from Miami to New York for like $2. I'm exaggerating, but you understand what I'm saying. It's very cheap flights. It's become a bus in the sky, literally, and it shouldn't be that way. I'm not trying to see the same New York City urinators and whatnot, pooflingers that you see in San Francisco. I'm not trying to see them on the airplane. And if I do, then we got to find ways to curtail that behavior to stop them from getting on the plane to begin with. If you see crazy behavior or kind of strange things in the terminal, or if they got a bad background, then they shouldn't be able to be on a plane. Rather than having guys that went to some kind of overzealous political rally, rather than having those guys on the no-fly list, how about some of these crazy cat farmers like this lady right here who spit on an 80-year-old man because of the mask situation? But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.